Hey guys, how you all doing? So yesterday I did a video on the PSX emulator that's just hit the GCW Zero, and I was having some issues. Basically the OPK itself wouldn't overwrite the original OPK, so I had to reinstall it. And today we're going to show you some games that I've previously shown, as well as some games that I haven't shown. And just to make sure, yes, I've got my spare SD card here with a couple of games on there as extra. So let's head in there. Where are we? Right, so now the settings, I believe, yep, they save now, and it works in SPCH1001. It also works in HLE. That was updated several times yesterday, and I would say this is the latest version. So if we load a game, you can see I've got Dino Crisis 2, Crash Bandicoot, Driver, Mega Man, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. So we'll try each one. Like I say, this loads up now, which it wasn't yesterday. So for those of you that want to know, for the select button, it's select and B, I believe. Right, let's select and B, there we go. So there's a little bit of slowdown, but nothing in the main game, just at the beginning of the ROM itself, at the beginning of the cutscene. It runs much better than it did before, that's for sure. Much quicker. Damn. So I'm not sure if the screen's been made bigger. I think it's just because without that FPS count at the top, it looks slightly bigger. But it definitely plays a lot quicker. I just hope that they add that analog support in at some point. So I'd rather have that in place of the D-pad. So that's Crash. And if we swap CD again, I don't think it'll do anything. No. So that only works on CDs or games with more than one CD. We still have to come out of the whole application and go back in. But the settings, put them on SCPH01, and we'll load the game. And we'll do Driver, because Driver I've been having some issues with. Apparently if we load it with the SCPH1001 BIOS file, it should load up. So I guess we'll find out. This is where it usually doesn't work. And I think it's the same. I don't think it's going to work. What we'll do is we'll try it in HLE mode and see if that does anything. See, now the settings aren't saving again, so I'm really unsure what's going on here. But we'll try it in HLE mode. Just to be sure. But Driver just may be a non-functioning game for me. I don't think it's going to work. Checking memory cards again. So I think Driver has some issues here, because I was told yesterday that it does work, but it doesn't seem to be working for me. And it does work on the previous emulator, so it's not the ROM's fault. Anyway, moving on. If we head back in, we'll get that back over, and we'll go to load game, and we'll do some Mega Man 4. Already I can hear an improvement compared with the previous emulator. Awesome. It's pretty much full speed at the moment. Everything's running good. Cutscene's working nicely. Really nicely. Look great on a small screen. Let's skip through all this. And here we are. It actually works a million times better. It even looks slightly better than it did before, which is freaking awesome. Yeah, this is pretty cool. So it runs pretty much all the way there. It runs really, really good actually. I'm really impressed. So that's Mega Man, and we'll head on to the next game. Go back into the settings. Yeah, it's still not saving for me, guys, so I'm not sure what's going on there. If we go to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, which was really buggy last time, it was virtually unplayable. Right, let's go to single session. In fact, no, let's go to free skate. And choose characters, we'll go with Tony Hawk. Of course. Back in the day when Tony Hawk's games were awesome. Now this game, if I remember rightly, was quite buggy on the sound and really buggy on the visual side, but this is impressive. Well, no. So yeah, Tony Hawk's all the way, runs a whole lot better. And we'll load another game. We'll go to Dino Crisis 2, which I was playing a little bit of yesterday. And this is one of the, probably the best looking games on the PSX. I was definitely surprised. I see it come out in 2000. Jesus, that's incredible. Okay. So we'll load a game. No data. Okay. Fantastic. Head back. New game. Normal. See, I don't think this is skippable. Is it? Skippable with select? Yes! So it's selecting A, I think, not selecting B. Could be selecting B, I'm not entirely sure. I can't see.
There's no response. I'm pretty sure my team's alright. There's more than 1,000 survivors.
So yeah, we're gonna head through this gate. The controls are a bit weird with the D-pad. But this game does look pretty good for a PlayStation 1 title, I must admit. I was pretty impressed. Just disappointed about not being able to use the analog stick. And sounds are pretty awful in this. I don't know if that's the game or whether it's the emulator. I think it's probably the game. So here. So it seems to run pretty decent. Again, I've never played the original, so I'm not quite sure if it's running slightly slower than full speed. But it does run pretty well indeed. God, that D-pad is awful. Sorry guys. Right, let's head up here. Come on, get up. So that's Dino Crisis 2. And I think that's pretty much it on this memory card. And we got 2 extra games on the next memory card. So I'll just swap them out. If I could get my fingernail in there. There we go. Right. So back over. And yeah, this is an issue as well. PSX is disappearing off of here and only staying on one memory card. So I'm unsure of what the hell is going on with this. Right, so if we put which one's it? No, that's the other one. We need this one in there. Right, so if we put this in there, PSX for all comes up. And just to show you guys, if we go to OPK Manager and we update, and right, PSX for all is on the SD card. So watch this. Watch. We'll press the A button, which I believe is, yeah. So we'll select them B. So we'll press the A button to move. Now that should have moved. Now if we press X, we don't want to delete. We press copy. So we've got it on the SD card, and we'll copy it again to the data. Hang on. We'll copy from it to the device. Bam. Right, so that should be on there now. Right, so we'll take the memory card out of the device and we'll go across to emulators, and it's not there. So I don't know what's happening. Right now, we seem to be having issues. Serious issues. and it's back. So maybe let's try the 2-pane file manager. I don't think it's going to be on here, but we'll go. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do this on here. But if we go to media, SD card, apps, PSX for all. I believe we need to copy this into a folder. We got home. Alright, so if we new directory, I'm gonna call it screw it, let's call it QXA just for shits and giggles, and then we'll go back over. Where is it? QSA's here. So we'll go back over and we'll copy it to there. Right. I can't remember how to exit this thing. Quit. Okay, so we've got emulators. We've still not got 2. We've only got 1. We've got games. It's not in there either. So this is really a killer, because I'm not entirely sure what's going on. If we go back down to PSX for all, it says it's back on the memory card again. Yeah, if we copy it, copy it from SD card to data, yes. Exit. Emulators. And there's only 1. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, guys. I'm not going to be able to show you the other 2 games because it just doesn't want to copy over. Let me try and switch the device off and try it this way. Switch it back on. Maybe it's because we've already opened it. If we switch it back on. Right. Right, so if we... I don't think we can make a copy from it in here, so we're going to have to go to APK Manager. And we're going to have to go down. PSX for all. Copy, which is X. Then we go refresh. Okay. Okay. Still not copied. So I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to show the other 2 games. But if someone has a fix for this, then let me know in the comment section below, because as you see, as I scroll down it says it's there, but then when I scroll back up it's disappeared. So I'm really not entirely sure what's going on here at all. If I move it backwards and forwards a few times, exit out of that, head back in there, head down, and it's back on the memory card. So please let me know if you have a fix, and I'll try and upload another video tomorrow with some extra games as a sorry. Cheers.